So that was an easy one, guys. Just avoid those 4 exercises and then substitute the ideas I gave you. Hi, I'm Mark McKillier with Live Anabolic, and I'm going to give you 4 exercises I want you to stop doing if you're over 50. Now, a lot of you guys might not be doing any of these exercises as it is now, but if you are, I'm going to give you 4 alternatives, because the 4 I'm going to tell you to stop doing are just way too dangerous, especially as we get older. And it's just not enough bang for your buck, so to speak. It's just not worth the risk. And some of these things can hurt your shoulders. Other ones can cause you to blow out a disc in your back. And man, that is really painful. I've done it. It's happened to me. So 4 exercises, if you're doing them right now, you need to stop. And I'm going to give you 4 alternatives that are going to actually work much better. All right, so the first exercise I want you to stop doing, if you're doing it, is a standing overhead barbell or dumbbell press. All right, yeah, it's great for your shoulders, but it puts a lot of stress on your lower back just because you're standing up. All right, it puts your lower back into kind of this swayed position, and you can get the same benefit doing an overhead dumbbell press seated. All right, so that's the alternative exercise. Sit down, use dumbbells instead of a barbell, all right, and you'll get way more out of the exercise. All right, the second exercise I want you guys to stop doing are deadlifts. I don't care if you're 22 years old, I don't want you doing deadlifts. I've actually seen interviews of professional bodybuilders say, you just don't need to do them. It's really hard to even know what muscle groups you're working when you're doing a deadlift. You know, those contests where they have the strongest man in the world and those guys are just gigantic, 6'5", 350 pounds. I've heard those guys say in interviews, don't do deadlifts unless you compete using deadlifts. They said it's not worth it. All right, so what are you going to do instead that I recommend? Romanian deadlifts. Yeah, but Mark, it still has the word deadlift in it, all right? So no. Believe it or not, just by bending your knees a little bit, and that's what happens when you do a Romanian deadlift, it dramatically reduces the strain on your lower back. And you can tell what muscles you're working. You can feel it. Your hamstrings and your glutes are getting worked fantastic with a Romanian deadlift, and you eliminate the risk of injury. All right, so exercise number 3 is just a plain old boring static plank. I don't know if you're like me or not, but I hate just doing static exercises. I like movement. I like counting to a number of reps or doing something for a certain amount of time and then stopping and just holding yourself in that static plank position. Yes, it is effective. And no, I don't think it really will increase risk of a lower back problem, but there's a way more effective ways to hit your abs. And my favorite ab exercise is a bicycle cross crunch. So get rid of those static planks. Those are boring. Start doing bicycle cross crunches, way more fun. And I think you'll see better results. And then the final exercise I want you guys to quit doing, if you're doing them in the first place, are box jumps. Man, great way to catch your toe on the box as you're jumping over the box or on top of the box, and then just do a face plant. Man, it is not fun. It's happened to me before, okay? So instead of trying to do those explosive movements that are sometimes really hard on your knees, all right, in addition to actually just falling and smacking yourself in the face, try doing step ups. Step up to the box, step down off the box. And if just doing it with your own body weight isn't difficult enough, grab some dumbbells, all right? You can get some 50-pound dumbbells in your hands and do step ups. And I mean, you're really gonna feel it in your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. And you're not gonna fall over and break about 5 teeth out of your mouth. So that was an easy one, guys. Just avoid those 4 exercises if you happen to be doing 1 or 2 of them, and then substitute the ideas I gave you, all right? I would actually even recommend my ideas even if you're under the age of 50. But definitely as we get older, man, get those things out of your workouts. And then in wrapping it up, I got to remind you, you got to stick with it and never give up on yourself.